Hi guys, Sonia here. So my tribute speech is going to be on my grandmother, to honor my grandmother. So first off, I will start by showing you a picture of her. It's on my phone, so it's not a very good picture. So let's see. Here we go. So that picture was a picture of my grandmother. And I will start off by saying or asking, do any of you have a special person in your life who has influenced you in a positive way? So when I think of that question, I think of a few people who have influenced my life in positive ways. But for me, the one person that stands out is my grandmother. So my grandmother stands out to me as a special influence in my life for many reasons. My grandmother was a mother figure to my brother and I. She's also a person who is always positive, and she's a person who always put others' needs before her own. So my grandmother was a mother for many, not only for me and my brother. My mother passed away when I was 3 years old, and my brother was 8 years old. She took on that role of a mother when my mother passed away. She would get us ready for school. She would take us to the bus stop, pick us up from school, and have dinner ready for us when we got home from school, all while my father was at work. She was there for us as our support system. Just anything that you can think of that you went to your mother for, my grandmother did for us. If we just needed to talk to her about school or just anything going on in life, she was our person that we would go to. So throughout all of this, my aunt, who was a single mother, passed away. My cousin was only 5 years old when this happened, so my cousin was sent to live with my grandmother. So now, not only did my grandmother have to take care of my brother and I, she also had my cousin, who she took full responsibility for. So during all of this, my grandmother was also grieving for the loss of not one but two of her daughters. But even with all of this going on, she did an exceptional job as a mother for all of us. She always listened to our problems. She always gave positive advice. She was just a very positive person. She never had a frown on her face. And in moments of stress or sadness, she had self-control and was able to keep a smile on her face. She didn't hold grudges, and she forgave everyone with a smile. She treated all of our problems as a new opportunity to better our life. She encouraged us to be optimistic and not to sweat any of the small stuff. My grandmother always put others' needs before her own. Even when she was sick and in pain, she would wake up early and take on the day, take care of all the responsibilities. She always was in the kitchen cooking. She always wanted to make sure that she had food to offer for anybody that would come over to visit her. She didn't have much, but she was always willing to give whatever she did have if it meant helping you out. When she was ill, she would try to refuse going to the doctor because she thought it was an inconvenience for us to have to take her to the doctor. She would try to make excuses like, you probably have work, you probably have school, don't worry about it, don't worry about me. But of course, we would not let her get away with that. When she became physically unable to cook anymore, and we would go to visit her, I remember she would always try to make excuses as to why she didn't have food prepared. She would try to explain herself and apologize for not having food ready to offer us when we were there. We constantly had to explain to her that we were there to visit her and we didn't expect anything else other than her company. So as you can see, the loss of my grandmother was a very big loss to the family. I'm sure all of you have that one special person who has influenced your life for the better. For me, my grandmother was that special person. She was a mother figure, she was a positive person, and she was always willing to put others before her own needs. And this is the reason that she will never be forgotten.